Hello you guys and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be doing another MLM fails. I kind of want to do these once a week, but anyways, in general, this is the last MLM fail that I actually accumulated back in December of 2021, but I was just never able to do it because I had so many YouTube video ideas and so many videos planned that they kind of trickled into 2022. So I hope that you guys are going to enjoy this video, so let's just get into it. Okay, so the first MLM fails we have are 9 posts of a Monat rep that is trying to recruit people into the MLM. She is very big in Monat. So these are her Instagram posts where not Instagram posts, but Instagram story posts where she's trying to recruit people. So the first one says, work with me, the opportunity is knocking, who is picking up? What I do, I'm a director with a global clean beauty company. Our brand is made up of 3 different lines: hair care, skincare, and wellness. Our products are vegan, cruelty-free, anti-aging, and naturally based. My role at the company is to promote the products as well as the business opportunity. The company compensates me in 10 different ways and has given me the ability to build residual income. Monat reps, per the Florida Attorney General, and the agreement they came up with Monat is that people cannot state that their products are 100% vegan or gluten-free. So as she's saying this, keep that in mind. A lot of people in Monat still to this day, even though the Florida Attorney General and Monat signed a whole document saying that they wouldn't say these things, we continue to see Monat reps doing it. So if you see people saying that, you can report them, one, to the Florida Attorney General, but also to the FTC. These claims that Monat reps make when it comes to their products are claims that can't be proven. Their products aren't going to cure someone's hair condition. They are not going to do anything like that. They're not going to help with COVID hair loss or anything. They are not 100% vegan or anything like that. So just keep that in mind to look out for those things, and you could report people if they are saying that. She then said, my favorite parts about the business: 1, I get to work remotely and never have to clock in or out. Their growth-based business culture, freedom to be your own boss and select your business partners, ability to earn free travel and a car as an incentive, free business building mentorship, my hustle determines my paycheck, and there's no cap to what I earn. So with the my hustle determines my paycheck, this is a common misconception that we see with multi-level marketing companies where reps say that their hustle determines their paycheck, when in all actuality, the people that are saying this are normally the people that are in the top 1% of the MLM or are very high up within the MLM. And when we look at their comp plan and we really dive into that, the way to get up in these MLMs is to recruit people and for your recruits to work, because you need a certain amount of downline PV and all of that stuff along with your own personal PV. So it's a common misconception that, oh, just me, I determine my paycheck, when in all actuality, your downline determines your paycheck. If you had no downline, you would barely make a paycheck, in my opinion, because if we just look at someone who gets to the top of an MLM comp plan like Monat, we will again see that most people that get to the top are people who have a very large team. They've probably recruited a couple hundred people, and those people have recruited, and their downline, has a couple hundred to 1,000 people in it. Within this, in order to continue with that rank, you need your downline producing a certain amount of months. So if we look at this, when we go all the way over to, let's even say, the top 4 ranks. In order to get to the top 4 ranks in the MLM, you need your own personal PV. You also need a certain amount of active lines, minimum 4 to 8 active lines. You then need group volume. So the 4th to highest rank needs 7,000. All of the top ranks need 7,000 group volume, which is accumulated by your downline. And then you also have structure requirements, meaning that people within your downline also need to be hitting certain ranks, and you need a certain amount of people in your downline to also rank advance. And then you need a certain amount of downline volume. So downline volume is where it gets really insane to get to these higher ranks in Monat. So as we can see, MMM, Managing Market Mentor, you need 60,000 downline volume. The next rank, you need 120,000 downline volume. The second to highest rank, you need 300,000 group volume or downline volume. And then you need 800,000 downline volume when you get to the highest rank in Monat. So if we look at, okay, who's at the bottom of the ranks? How do they rank advance? And then the people that get to the top, how are they earning that much money? It is because of the downline. It is because of all of that downline volume that you have when you end up getting to the top. And then also in Monat and other MLMs, whenever you get to the top of an MLM, you most likely get access to more bonuses that downlines don't. So her hustle doesn't really determine her paycheck. It's more like her downline and their work determines her paycheck. As long as she can keep people in the MLM and keep recruiting people in order to fill more of those spots, those people buying products consistently and also recruiting people is what accumulates that income for her. If she were to drop rank and end up all the way down at the bottom because, say, all of her people quit, she would not be making the amount of money she is today. Next, she said, if you join me, I will 1, teach you how to duplicate my success, 2, give you the resources and trainings necessary to succeed, including the website where you will run your own business through, 3, hold you accountable to your goals, and 4, introduce you to an incredible network of growth-minded individuals. So I kind of talked about this in Monday's video where it doesn't matter what trainings you really get in MLMs. Most of the trainings are pretty much the same MLM or network marketing wide. Like if you look at all of these MLMs and you look at the trainings that they provide within these MLMs, most of them are very, very similar, if not the same exact thing all MLMs are teaching people in these trainings. So if it was so duplicatable, if people could duplicate your success, 92% of people wouldn't be at the bottom of the ranks making $161 annually. More people would be at the top of the MLM if it was so easily duplicatable. She then has a timeline of her success, and so she says, a timeline of my success, but most importantly, the inspiration for your journey. June 2018, I joined the business. July 2018, I matched my monthly news reporter salary with my online business. September of 2018, I left my career that I was unhappy with to pursue Monat full time. December 2018, after just 6 months with the company, I earned my white luxury Cadillac. February 2019, I earned my first of many free trips with Monat. December 2019, I hit the top rank in the company and earned a $20,000 bonus. So as I said, that is just solidifying what I just said about bonuses and the fact that as you get to the top, these top ranks are getting just rank advancement bonuses and things like that, where they are getting $20,000 just to hit that rank. No one at the mid to the bottom of the MLM is getting anything like that, which is why it's so much easier for the people at the top to make even more money than the people at the bottom of the MLM, because they're not given the opportunities like, oh, this $20,000 bonus like the people at the top are. And then she said, October of 2020, I made my first $1 million with Monat at only 25 years old. And then if you do look, she did put a income thing. She put, these results are not typical. Monat makes no guarantee that you will achieve similar results. Your results will depend on your hard work and effort. The average annual income for all U.S. market partners at all ranks, including active and inactive, was $876. So she did put her income disclosure right there, which is the right thing to do. So you guys already know their trips aren't free, their cars aren't free. You have to go through an actual specific qualification period in order to even get invited to these trips. So depending on what tier you even qualify for within those qualifications, you get certain perks. So that doesn't mean that you're traveling for free, because even within those perks, for example, if we look at the 2021 Monat reunion to Las Vegas, the qualification period was from August 1st, 2020 to January 31st of 2021. And here is the qualification criteria. So people need a certain rank that they need to be at, they need a certain PV, and within that, depending on what PV they get additional rewards for qualification. So if we go down to this little FAQ, it says that what's included is round trip tickets, 3-night hotel accommodation, swag, and a $300 food and beverage credit for tier 2 and 3. And then what's not included is ground transportation, meals, excursions, or anything like that. So in general, you're going to end up paying some stuff out of pocket. I was in an MLM, I went on a couple trips that they would always promote as free, but they didn't end up turning out free. And then with the incentive car, I made a video a while back about that. If you do want to check it out, I will link it down below. So the next thing she said is, to join my team, you must be a resident of one of these 8 countries. And then to join, all you need to do is buy your products once. The reason we need you to do this is because we can't have you selling a product that you've never tried. It has to be, that would be inauthentic. So in my opinion, this is a straight up lie. In an MLM, you're going to be spending money every single month to stay active. And then with that, say you only bought products once when you join the MLM. Wouldn't it be inauthentic for in 6 months, if a new product comes out, for you to just promote that without trying it? I also lost my train of thought because husband walked in and just gave me a 20-minute story. But in general, you're going to continue to have to buy those products every month, and you will be frowned upon if you do not buy products in an MLM. Trust me on that one. And they're always coming out with new products, so you're also going to have to do that. But on top of the fact that you already need to buy products monthly to stay active, the higher you actually get within the rank system for the comp plan, your active fees go up, going all the way up to 500 PV a month. So even if you just get started and it's 100 PV every month, if you do start to rank advance, your fees get even higher, meaning you have to buy even more product every month. So I don't know what she's talking about, because you will be paying to hit certain ranks. I've again also done a whole video exposing group chat messages of these individuals that are in Monat, where they are literally paying for their ranks. They are sending each other money so that people can buy products from them. They are also buying a bunch of products in order to rank advance, which is against the rules. You are going to end up paying. Even if on social media they're saying you aren't, behind the scenes we have group chat message proof that you will be having to do that. So in my opinion, that's a lie. She then says, to join my team to get started, we've got different packs for different budgets. The cheapest start at $199 and the largest goes into the 800s. Remember, the bigger the pack, the more products you have to try out in order to feel confident promoting them. Joining the business is 100% risk-free because we offer a new market partner 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't align with the products or brand, you return your product back and get your money back. To partner up with me, click the link below, and then she has a Google link. So I thought it was kind of interesting that she said it's 100% risk-free, because personally, I don't find it risk-free. Whenever you join an MLM like Monat, where they're telling you have to wait, you need to wait 60 or 90 days to see the product work. It's not going to show results in 30 days. That's what ends up happening when you join. So then people end up continuing to buy the product for months and months and months, where they don't get that money back. Like, they're not going to end up getting that 30-day money back guarantee that she's saying people have. I'm curious if you have been in Monat, has that happened to you, where when you joined, they were like, it's risk-free, you have your 30-day money back guarantee, but then once you joined, you were pretty much convinced that you need to keep trying the products and trying them for longer than 30 days, or else you're not going to get the desired results they talk about. So then here she has a Google Doc, which is very popular with MLMs. I also had one when I was in an MLM. So it pretty much says, work with me. My journey with Monat started because I was tired of being overworked and underpaid at my news reporting job. I took an opportunity because I wanted to make an extra $400 a month for groceries, but then I dared to dream big and ended up designing the life you all now see through social media. My work ethic blessed me, and you will be surprised at what yours can do as well. Through working with me, I will show you how to take very little to no skill and transform it into a lucrative online business. Your hustle will determine your paycheck, and you'll have the ability to work from anywhere you desire. But there's a catch. You must be all in and ready to work. The good part is that you will have me as your mentor to help you along the way. Your main objective will be to learn as you go and promote our products and business opportunity. You will receive all of the resources needed to succeed and the community to make you want to stay. My goal is to impact lives. If you are ready to take yours to the next level, fill out the form below. So that is pretty much what is happening for people who want to join Monat, and pretty much what they're kind of saying on their Instagram. So what do you guys think about that? So I have never talked about this MLM, but I have seen lots about this MLM, so I thought we'd react to this one. So this is about Saint. If you guys have heard of them, they have previously been Mascara. That was their MLM name, but they changed it to Saint, which is just quite interesting. So this person said, 3 years ago, I said yes to an opportunity. I let go of a business that wasn't serving me and following my heart to one that just felt right. I was scared. I was damaged from previous bad network marketing experiences. I was unsure of myself, but I had a dream and a vision of what I wanted, what I believed in my heart this business model could bring, and oh man, did it deliver. I spent my first year with Saint sitting back and watching other people chase their dreams. I put in minimal effort and got minimal results, but I longed for more. So January 2020, I let go of my fears, dropped my excuses, invested in my personal development, and got to work. 2 years later, I'm leading a 7-figure organization with my best friends in the world, and I've given my family a life we never imagined possible. I have learned to love myself and become the strongest I've ever been. I'm in the top 1% of the company and have 4 teamies there with me, all because I said yes. So that's interesting to me that she said that. Like, she actually admitted, hey, I'm in the top 1% and 4 people are with me too, even though she pretty much has probably thousands, if not hundreds of people under her, and only 4 people end up in the percentage of people that normally make a profit in MLMs or make an income in MLMs. So as this rep said, she was actually previously previously in another multi-level marketing company where there's proof that she has stated in team calls that in that previous MLM, she did not make any money no matter the work that she did put into the MLM. But all of a sudden, when she joins another MLM, when they are new, because this MLM was pretty fresh and new when she did join it, is what she states, that she joined it when it was pretty new. So then she instantly gets to the top of an MLM. So that pretty much proves everything I have said for a very long time, that in MLMs, multiple things can get you to the top 1%. And those multiple things are normally large social media followings and being able to get in early where you can accumulate a lot of people below you. But on top of that, when you do move from MLM to MLM, you also kind of have what I call a built-in downline where people from your old MLM follow you to your new MLM. So not only do you get like a head start from everybody else, you get that built-in downline where people are going to come and follow you. You probably already have a social media following where people know that you do network marketing and that you sell products. So you were able to kind of climb those ranks. And then whenever you do start a new MLM, most of those people end up under you and you have a larger chance at getting a lot more people under you than someone who's joining today. And then again, in my notes, I did write about the top 1% thing with 4 of her teamies. I was like, that is horrific. That's what I wrote in my notes, because it does prove if this person is a top 1%, 7-figure earner or has a 7-figure organization like she states, but only 4 other people have gotten to the top 1%, which we don't even know their stats. We don't know, are they actually making a profit in the MLM or anything like that? Because just because you get to that top 1% doesn't mean that you're always earning the amount of money that these income disclosure statements average. This just shows how extremely hard it can be to get to the top, especially if she has a bunch of people in her downline. So the next thing that we're going to be reacting to is a Instagram reel that was sent to me. So I cannot have the volume on here because it is an actual song, but let's just play it. So it says, when you join a pyramid scheme and it changes your life forever, and then her and a bunch of the gals are dancing, which I do love all of the black color scheming going on. So this is one of those, they get it, but they don't. Or they're so close to understanding it, but they just don't get it. So here they're just making it a joke that they have joined a pyramid scheme, but then it changed their life forever. And if we actually go to the caption itself, it says, sorry, not sorry. Truth be told, I was super skeptical when I started coaching, but after 7 years of doing this, there's nothing I know more than the fact that this opportunity is many things, but a scheme isn't one of them. Our team and these women genuinely care not only about each other, but every single client we bring in to help. We are truly here for you. Okay, so just because you have a team of great people, because I do believe that that's possible. I feel like it's possible for people that end up in MLMs to actually genuinely be good people. And a lot of people who end up in MLMs are good people. But just because you are a good person and you do care about people doesn't mean that what you're doing isn't wrong. Because one, you should not be giving people any sort of advice and having clients in general when you probably have no certifications or anything within the health and wellness field. But on top of that, no matter how good your intentions may be with this, that doesn't mean that what you're doing is good for those around you. Then she said, this opportunity is 100% what you make of it. You can work as little or as much as you want, and the rewards and payout follow your work ethic. See, they say this in all MLMs. Someone else just said this. We're like, oh, you know, your hard work is up to you, or like how much you get paid is up to you. And it's like, no, it is not. It's just like Monat. Beachbody is very similar. You cannot rank advance without a downline. You cannot get access to team cycle bonus, etc., or any of the other bonuses without actually recruiting people and those people becoming active, meaning they're buying products every month. It's more so, what are they doing for you and how can they help you get higher up? Because once you get to the, Emerald rank, and then you try and go higher than that, your downline has to start recruiting people too, or else you can't get high up in the MLM or you can't rank advance. So in Beachbody, the way to get up within the MLM is for your recruits to recruit and for your recruits to buy products. It doesn't matter how hard you may work. It doesn't matter what you do. If your recruits do not recruit and your recruits do not buy product, you cannot maintain your rank unless you do things that are against the rules, like buying ranks or signing up your friends and family and controlling their accounts and paying for them, then yeah, you could rank advance too. But without that, it's up to your downline to do it for you. She then said, every single program and product we promote is healthy, natural, and there is something for everyone. There is not a quick fix. This is a solution to a better lifestyle. I feel proud to provide that to others. So I do agree with her that in health and wellness, there is no quick fix. You are not just going to get results tomorrow. There is nothing like that. I feel like in a health and fitness journey, your journey is never going to be linear. It's going to go up and down, be rocky and bumpy, but in general, it is definitely something that takes time and consistency. So I do agree with that. And then she continues on to say, I'm a better person because of this opportunity. I'm healthier, happy, supported, more positive, and financially in a completely different place before joining. I'm forever grateful to this team and this business. We would love to help you change your life too. Any questions, just ask. It's just funny that that reel was like, I joined a pyramid scheme and it changed my life. It's like, yes. In what way has it changed your life though? So the next one is a video I got off the anti-MLM movement's Instagram account. I will link them down below in the description, but let's see what this person had to say. It is 1 minute long.
Got super sick of being in this sort of hibernation mode in all senses of the word, just sort of like, not the quarantine thing, but I feel like everyone just kind of stopped wanting to achieve, stopped wanting to start something new, stopped wanting to be positive and happy because so much was going on in the world that we couldn't control. And now I'm to the point where, okay, that has showed me, right? 2020 and 2021 has showed me that I am the only one in control. I'm the only one in control of what I do for a living, how much money me and my family make, whether I want to make a certain decision, whether I want to be successful or not. I'm in control of that. And it's such a freeing feeling to finally feel like I don't care what continues to happen in the world. I'm going to make sure that I'm pushing forward and being positive and doing everything I can.
So she said, and I really am curious what you guys think about this, but she said people have stopped wanting to achieve and start something new and be positive and happy. So we are in what's called a pandemic, okay? And within that pandemic, I do not think it's that people have stopped wanting to achieve. I don't think it's that people have stopped wanting to start new things and be positive and happy. I feel like these past 2 years have been very hard for 90% of people losing their jobs, people losing their homes, people struggling to put food on the table, people struggling with things like anxiety and depression even more now that they are within their house and they can't go out, they can't see their families, they can't do certain things that they would be able to do before that was very healthy for their mental health and things like that. Very hard for people to continue to put their physical health first when they're stuck in their house or they're just stuck in an environment where they can't really get out of it. So again, I don't think that it is because people don't want to achieve things. And I found that very icky for her to say because she's relating it kind of to her MLM. Like, hey, people just no longer want to achieve. I actually think it's the complete opposite. I think that people have truly been struggling through this pandemic in every way, shape, or form, whether it is financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, that instead of joining an MLM, many people are focused on doing things like good for their mental health and providing for their family and doing things like that versus joining a multi-level marketing company where nothing is set. And I feel like that's something a lot of us are looking for is we want stability. And I feel like ever since 2020, that is what I've been wanting. It's just, I just want stability. I want something that is just stable. And I feel like a lot of people want that. And MLMs really are not that. This MLM is not that. This is Beachbody. Trust me, it's not stable. Because speaking of this person is someone who has been in Beachbody for, I think, like over 10 years. And she used to be in the top 10 and get all of the special perks that the top 10 reps get. But in order for top 10 reps to get in the top 10, you have to go through the whole year going through like this point system. And that point system is really surrounded by your downline doing things and you helping them get to like Success Club and all of that stuff. And I haven't seen this person hit the top 10 in a minute. And the results actually just came out for the people who hit the top 10. And she is not one of those people that are in the top 10. So I'm curious how her MLM is actually doing for her now, because I found that interesting that she is making these statements. And then she says, I'm the one that's in control of how much money me and my family make. I'm in control of how much success I have. If that were true, wouldn't she be back at the top of the company? Wouldn't she be probably making what she wants to make? Wouldn't she not have to come on the internet and being like, oh, people have stopped wanting to achieve and start something and be happy and positive? It's like, you wouldn't even be worried about that if you were just in control of everything. If you're in control of your MLM and what it is that you're doing, you wouldn't be so worried about what other people want to achieve or the statements that you were just saying. And this person, being someone who's been at the top of Beachbody for a very long time, she has probably seen that her income mostly comes from what's called team cycle bonus. I have seen many top reps actual back office with their money and where their money's coming from. And the fact that these top reps are making anywhere from like $3,000 to $5,000 a week on team cycle bonus. And the only way to get team cycle bonus, spoiler, is from your team. So by your team recruiting people or getting customers signed up and by them buying products, you get volume, which gets you your team cycle volume at the end of the week, or your team cycle bonus at the end of the week. And I wonder if this person may have dropped ranks or anything like that that's making her feel this way, because if your team is not actively recruiting, buying products, and selling products, you are really going to watch your income decrease tremendously, because as your team stops doing that, you start probably losing ranks because your team isn't able to keep up with their ranks and keep up with the load of products they have to buy and sell and the amount of people they need in their downline that also need to stay active and buy products. So I feel like this person may have dropped rank and everything like that. And maybe that's why, again, that's just speculation that she may have dropped rank and everything, but just the things that she is saying makes me kind of assume that she's kind of struggling in the MLM and maybe she's not getting the amount of money that she used to get. But if she's not, that probably means that she's dropped rank and really isn't getting that team cycle bonus and stuff anymore. So what do you guys think? Do you think what she's saying is something that's along the lines of someone who is maybe dropped rank in their MLM? Okay, so now we have a Monat reel. Let me check real quick if it has music. Okay, it doesn't. So this is a Monat reel, and on the screen it says, when someone asks me how I have 100 new business partners in the last 2 months, this is how she responds to it, and it's going to be the sound. So let's see.
This is a great question, and the answer is that I am annoying.
And then she said that she was just trying to add some humor, which that is kind of funny. But her caption says, I'm adding some humor into today. No, but seriously, to some I might be annoying, but to others I changed their entire life. In what way? In what way have you changed their life? She said, I'm not scared to post about my business every single day and follow up because it's completely changed my life. I'm not scared to annoy people or show my results every single day because it's part of my lifestyle. I love showing up for myself and my business. I started this because I saw it on someone's stories and look at me now. So yes, you'll be seeing what I do on my stories every day. I went from spending the last $200 in my bank account to earning over $1 million in commissions in a little over a year because I decided to not care what people think. So yes, I'm going to shout out my business at the top of my lungs because it changed my life and it can change yours too. Back then, I had 300 followers and I could have given every excuse in the book, but I was done. At only 23, I realized if I wanted something different, I needed to move differently. When I realized what social selling was and how much it's growing, I knew I wanted a piece of that pie and I worked for it. The life I get to live today is because I decided to take that leap of faith and go for it. I don't care about the haters, about the negativity, because I am too focused on watering my own grass and attracting my own dream business partners into my life. The fact that she kind of is like so happy that she spent the last $200 in her bank account and is promoting it the way she does makes me really curious what she says to people behind the scenes when they say things like, oh, well, I don't have the money, or whatever someone says behind the scenes about not having the money to join the MLM. I wonder what it is that she tells them, because if she says this so easily in a post, it makes me assume that she's telling people to do this same exact thing, and nobody should do this, especially in the state of the world right now. Nobody should just be spending their last $200 on hair care. I mean, unless you really want to, but on joining an MLM with the hopes that you will also make $1 million in commissions in a little over a year, because the odds of that happening are very small. Then she said haters and negativity. So we see this every single day. I was going to see this or say we see this all the time, but no, we see this every single day. Every single day of my life, I see a post like this, or I see someone calling me or other people haters or that we're negative or stuff like that. But the people that criticize a business model, because that's mostly what she talks about, or when they say haters and negativity, they're talking about us. They're talking about people who critique the business model. So we see this a ton in MLMs, and they really decide to look at people who criticize the business model or don't believe in the business model because people have looked at the stats and the business model doesn't really work. So they start looking at the people who criticize the business model as haters that everyone should just block out. So normally they will block these people, like myself. I get blocked all the time, even if I've never talked about somebody, but then it makes me talk about them even more because they blocked me without me ever talking about them before. before. But in general, when people criticize the business model, they are blocked out. So people like me are blocked out. People like me are put in threads where they say to just block us, which is how a lot of people who I've never even talked about end up blocking me. And it's like, okay, then you have something to hide that I should be looking into. But uplines really are the ones that spread this narrative that everyone who talks about MLMs in a negative light in their eyes is just a hater and negative, and that they can't be around that. But what ends up happening when uplines do this is they truly try and control the information in which their downline intake. So this, along with them saying things like, oh, you don't need to watch their videos, they're haters, they're negative, you should not even be giving them the time of day. And that makes downlines not do any research and keep themselves within their own echo chamber. So when we look at the BITE model under information control, there are a couple different things that go under that when we talk about cults. So number one says deception, whether that's deliberately withholding information, distorting information to make it more acceptable, systematically lying to the cult member. Number two says minimizing or discouraging access to non-cult sources of information, including internet, TV, radio, books, articles, newspaper, magazines, media. B, critical information. C, former members. D, keep members busy so they don't have time to think and investigate. And then E, control through cell phone with text calls and internet tracking. This is what we see. We see this type of information control where MLM reps, especially uplines who are at the top of the MLM, they will normally try and control the information that these reps are taking in. So that's why we see the discouraging of non-cult information, aka discouraging people to watch YouTube videos and to go on Reddit and to read posts about their MLM that is seen to them as in a negative light. They also stop people from speaking to former members by blocking them out because people who quit are just haters and negative. For example, like Kelly, the person in WFAB that ended up leaving. When we think about that, they all pretty much blocked her. They all looked at her like she was this disgusting person that is a hater, and they won't stoop down to her level, which is going to discourage people within that team to actually go and look at her. This is a lot of information. Oh, I didn't even know this whole time I've had my hair tie right there. And then I love where they say, I don't care about the haters and negativity because I'm too focused on watering my own grass and attracting my own dreams. So am I not watering my own grass? I feel like I am. I feel like I'm watering my own grass. So I don't know if I'm going to go over all of this, but this is like the last thing I wanted to look at. So this is a 14-minute Instagram highlight of someone who is in Beachbody. And yes, it is very long. And you know what? Okay, it's already too late and I do have to leave and go somewhere with my husband. I only have about 5 minutes. Okay, you know what? I will put this in the next one, in the next MLM fails that we do. This will be the first thing we look over. So it is going to be a 14-minute highlight of a Beachbody rep that is talking about coaching. And it is the most wild thing that was in this whole entire MLM fail. So I'm a little sad that I don't have the time to do it. So if this MLM fails was a little bit just chill and laid back, it's just that kind of day. It is that kind of day. So I hope that you guys are having an amazing day today. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I upload Monday and Fridays, and definitely let me know down below what you thought of these MLM fails. I would definitely see you guys in the next MLM fails. Hopefully I will do one next week and then we could go over these. Yeah, maybe I'll do one next week and we can go over this person's whole Instagram stories because it is wild. So get ready for a wild ride and I'll see you guys in the next video.